morning, everyone. Gauranilu Chairman Garu, Nuksani Balaji Garu, Secretary Tourism Garu, Venachand, stage में दोनों dignitaries Ramakrishna Garu, Bhaskar Rao Garu, Veeraswamy Garu, respected audience and friends. Firstly, I'd like to thank you for your incredible and enthusiastic participation in our event. As everyone has been saying, it's been fairly short notice, but we are overwhelmed by your enthusiastic participation from across the country. I would like to assure you all and Veeraswamy Garu that this is the first of many such events we intend to hold, both in Andhra Pradesh and across the country. So we will be holding road shows in other districts of the state as well as other major cities across the country. So we would like it and we'll be very happy to have you all on board in all these events. Also, I'd like to thank you all, especially CIA and Chamber of Commerce and the Andhra Pradesh Chambers for participation in developing the policy. The policy is in the form it is only because all of you actively participated, gave your inputs, pain points and feedbacks so that we can refine it to all your needs. We'll be issuing some follow-up GOs to the policies, giving more targeted inputs, what kind of incentives will be offering to specific sectors, what will be the land allotment policy. For these also we'll be sharing out drafts. We would be very happy if you could all give your inputs so that we can customize it to all your needs. And Veeraswamy Garu, we have noted all the points you've raised and we are working on that and we look forward to working with you to iron out all these pain points. So I'd like to run you through the key highlights of the tourism policy. I am sure all of you have read through it, but this is just a revision. So broadly, next, okay, next Andy. This broadly we'll be talking about the Andhra Pradesh state, the vision for the state, mission, incentives, and the key partnerships. Next Andy. So a quick overview of the state. The state is well connected with over 8,500 kilometers of national highways. We are part of the Eastern Peripheral Expressway and we have nearly 1,000 kilometers of a coastline, which is very valuable and makes us a very major hotspot for tourism. We have one major port and 5 non-major ports and we are in the process of developing 4 new greenfield ports. We are also part of National Waterway 4. In the rail network, we are part of 2 new dedicated freight corridors and 2 metro projects. As you know, first phases have been recently approved. 3 international airports, and the most exciting is seaports, which we are working very consciously and closely with Government of India to identify potential places for seaports and come up with an enabling ecosystem so that both investors and surrounding tourism areas become attractive and approachable. Next, we have a young population with 70% of our 5 crore population in a working age. We have over 250 engineering colleges and 300 diploma colleges, more than 30 to 40 in universities and higher skill educational institutions, which turn out highly skilled students and workforce every year, over tens of thousands per annum. AP State Skill Development Corporation is working to skill the other people with lesser education to enable them to participate in different forms of the workforce. Next, the AP tourism sector is giving a gross value add for currently to the economy of 4.6%. We are number 3 in domestic footfall, about 30 crore people, mostly largely temple tourism. Bulk of them are for temple tourism. We are ranked only number 16 in foreign footfalls. In fact, because of this, the average spend of a tourist in the state is around 1,700 rupees as opposed to 40 to 50,000 in a lot of other states. Employment contribution from tourism sector for the state is 12%. And 3,500 rooms we have currently in the inventory. In fact, tourism is a very important sector because it is one of the most highest potential for increasing employment at all skill levels. So that is one of the major reasons the government is focusing on it. Next. So we have identified the key challenges for the sector's growth. One is, of course, the skill development, the low share of high spending tourists, as I already mentioned. limited expansion beyond religious tourism. Most of our tourists are pilgrims, and they just come visit the temple and go rather than spend more time. And this could be because of obviously a limited number of rooms available, lesser connectivity, poor connectivity, and of course wayside infrastructure. Andhra Pradesh geographically is a linear state which covers over five major cities outside the state are closely linked to the state. Chennai, Hyderabad, Bangalore, Bhubaneswar, Calcutta. People transit, but wayside infrastructure, which is a high potential area, is limited so far. Next. Recently, the Honorable Chief Minister of the state announced this Swarnandhra vision. Next. In that, the tourism vision for 2047 is to make India a premier hub for, make Andhra Pradesh a premier hub for India and the world with religious, spiritual, coastal, ecological and wellness experience. And we want to do this with the participation of communities, local communities, and ensure sustainable and ecological development. Next. So the goal for 2047 is to increase the employment opportunities from the current 12% to 20% with a sustainable and responsible manner, making sure that we protect delicate ecosystems and historic artifacts, bring about world-class infrastructure for connectivity as well as for tourist stays, increase the economic impact by increasing the gross value added from 4.6% to 20%, and make India the top 3 destination for, make Andhra Pradesh the top 3 destination for the country, both domestically and internationally. Next. So what does this mean in the next 5 years? What are our goals for the next 5 years? In the next 5 years, we have very targeted goals. We want to bring about 25,000 crores worth of private investment across various categories of tourist ecosystem, which this will mean that we increase the room inventory from 3,500 to 10,000, and we increase the GVA from 4.6% to 8%, make Andhra Pradesh within the top 10 states for foreign tourist arrivals, increase the average stay of the tourist from 5 days to 12 days, from 1 to 2 days to 5 days, 12 is I guess future,